Agents in golf carts getting beer. We're back on the air. Did you see last week's episode? Took a little bit of a hiatus, the COVID thing. Now we're back. So this is our second episode. So if you didn't catch the last one, go watch that. Watch this one first, and you go watch that one. Again, we're doing some solo shows here, just COVID and all. Eventually, probably bring some guests back in the AGB studio. We got on routine, a new beer. Going to talk a little bit about the market. I got some golf tips, just some other stuff, and enjoy it. Let's go in and get the show on the road. Agents in golf carts getting beer. We have another show for you. We got some stuff going on today. We're going to talk real estate, maybe a little bit about solar panels, golf, of course, and a beer. Let's get to the beer. Let's start the show off with a beer. Today, another Lagunitas. We had the daily IPA last week. This week, we are going with the Lagunitas Super Cluster. This beer right here is a really hopped IPA. It's bitter. It is 8% by volume. It is 60 IBUs. That's International Bitter Unit. So it's not a super bitter beer, but as far as bitter units go, that's a little up there. And the original starting gravity on this is 1.073. That's a lot of beer information. Let's just try it. Here we go. I got my AGB cup. Let's see. Ooh, smells hoppy. Smells good. Let's try it. Oh, that takes a double sip. That's good. All right. So now we've got the beer. We're settled into the show. Let's talk a little bit about real estate. Last week we talked about the market being good. The market is really good. NAR, National Association of Realtors, came out with some stats for July. Existing home sales were a total of not 4 million, not 5 million, but 5.86 million homes were sold. What does that mean? Let's put that in a little perspective. Month over month for July, that is an increase of 24.7%, a year over year increase of 8.7%. And then NAR also takes and divides the nation up into regions. If you're watching my show, I'm on the West Coast. The Western region is up with over a 30.5% increase in home sales. So the market is good. Let's move on to something else. I have a house in escrow right now. It does have solar panels. Have you thought about either maybe selling a house and you have solar, or buying a house and it has solar on it, or maybe you're going to install solar on your own home? So let's talk about that. Some of the negative things about solar: it is very expensive to install. You got to have space for it, right? Most people put it on the roof. You might have a big property where you can put it out in the yard, or maybe on like a garage roof or a shed roof, but you got to have a lot of space, because the more space, the more panels, the more panels, the more kilowatts. The more kilowatts, the more your savings. You got to have space. The other thing, maybe you got space, but your house doesn't face the right way. Sun's over here. My roof faces this way. I don't get any sun. So that you could have that. Those are some of the negatives, but let's talk about some of the positives. Reduce your electric bill. You can possibly generate enough that you can sell it back to the grid, so you get a little extra income. Usually don't get income, they just take that money and apply it to your electric bill and reduce it, so it kind of works the same way. There are tax incentives and possible rebates through either your city, local government, or the people that are selling you the solar if you're putting it on your own home. So all in all, solar panels, the technology is getting better and better. It does take a long time to recover the cost, but it can way reduce it, or almost down to maybe nothing. The house where I told you this all came up because I got a house in escrow. They've got an extremely large solar system on their roof, and their monthly electric bill is just pennies. So that's kind of a little bit about housing. Let's move on to golf. Golf. What's the big dog? What's the first club on the tee you start with? Well, let's start on a par 3. Most courses don't start with a par 3, but if you're on the course, first tee, what do you break out? The driver. We all want to hit it long, straight, far, right? The big club. So here's a couple, 3 ideas help you with hitting the big driver. Widen your stance. You want to be comfortable. You got a bigger club. It's got a longer arc, so you can get through and get the power on that club. Go to a wider stance. Second thing you can do is loft on that driver. A lot of people want to be macho. They want to have less and less loft on that driver. If you have an adjustable driver, you can adjust that loft. Go to the driving range, try it out with a little more loft on it. If you don't have an adjustable driver, you can sometimes, some of your local shops will let you go in and hit a few clubs to test them. Maybe go in and test some clubs and try that higher loft. See if that might give you the extra distance you're looking for. One more thing you could do is shorter irons. You want to have more of a straight up and down spine because you are hitting down on the ball. With the driver, with that loft like we just talked about, the other thing you want to do is hit up on the ball. One of the things is the loft that can help you. The other thing is to do a slight spine tilt. We're not trying to go like this, just a slight spine tilt. And just to clarify that, if you're a right-handed golfer, you want to tip the right shoulder as you swing through it. And of course, if you're left-handed, then you're tipping the left shoulder. So anyways, try those. Send me comments. Let me know if they work for you. But those 3 easy tips to get you maybe hitting your driver just a little better. I'm going to have a little more beer. Oh! Hold on. I got some for you. There's that thing called Amazon. I think we talked about it on the last show where you could like maybe buy a little putting green to practice. Well, that Amazon will deliver other things. Look what I got here. I got me a package from Amazon. You can see Amazon Prime. Little golf thing in here. Check this out. And there we go. What do we have in here? Don't need that. And we don't need that. New Balance. Shoes. My golf shoes. The spikes are wore out. I'm slipping all over the place out there. So I went on Amazon, found me some shoes that I liked, and check those out. Are those nice? They have some, a pretty good spike pattern on them, but these are spikeless. They don't have the spikes you drive in the shoe, but it's a pretty good solid rubber on there. My current shoes, all the spikes I had them are flat and wore out, so you do need, replace your shoes every once in a while. I'm going to wear those. I'm going to golf later today, so I'll try these out. I'll let you know next week how they worked out on the golf course. But anyways, I'm excited about these. Those are sharp, right? They look good, yeah? I think that's all I have for you today. Agents and Golf Carts Getting Beer. Thanks for watching. Check out the links below. Give me some comments. Like the show. I'm up over 100 subscribers. Give me some likes. Subscribe to the show. You don't want to miss an episode. Thanks, people.
Rock Friday, take 2. Hey, we're all at Freedom First Properties. We got Agents and Golf Carts Getting Beer here. We're all hanging out. You might be wondering why we have the rock t-shirts. Well, I'll tell you why. It's Rock Friday, everyone. Woo!
Rock Friday!
So what are we all wearing today?
Well, I am wearing Smoky Popes, AC/DC.
Slaves to Humanity.
Alt J.
Cage the Elephant.
So for every Friday that you wear a rock t-shirt and post it on our social media page, we'll donate $1 to the American Childhood Cancer Organization. So make sure you help Fridays Rock.
Rock on, everyone!
Rock on!